Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 Leppa spots that I recommend for shiny hunters to try out if they want to try their hand at Leppa berry shunting. For those who don't know, Leppa berry shunting is essentially abusing Leppa berries to refill your sweet scent PP on a Pokemon to continue to hunt in the same area over and over and over again. You generally use Leppa berries on spots that are kind of far away from a PC, so it's not as easily to heal and come back to that spot. So that's going to be the highlight of all these locations. They're all going to be somewhat far from the PC, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to get there. I also tried to incorporate multiple different locations in every region. So today we do have 1 Kanto location, 2 Hoenn locations, and 2 Unova locations. Let's go ahead and get started on our 1 Kanto location here in Cerulean City. Now, obviously, this is normal shiny hunting, so you are going to need a sweet scent Pokemon. You're going to need a catching Pokemon in case you encounter that shiny, maybe an HM friend to help you out along the way, all of the typical normal stuff. But you're also going to need, for this specific spot, you are going to need a runaway Pokemon. It is very important because we're going to be encountering Wobbufet and Lickitung, and the Wobbufets happen to have Shadow Tag. So to be able to escape from the battle and not get trapped, you have to have a runaway Pokemon. So let's go ahead and run up this bridge, Nugget Bridge, over to the Cerulean Waters. Come over here. I'm going to pop a repel really quick. We're heading to Cerulean Cave. If you've played Pokemon for any amount of years, you probably know about this location, but if not, this is the nice, quick, and easy path, and you're actually able to go ahead and sweet scent and hoard Pokemon right here. I really hope to one day encounter a Wobbufet or shiny Lickitung here, both fantastic shinies, and do not do what I just did, which is forget to lead with my runaway Pokemon. So I did the right thing. I brought a runaway Pokemon, and then now I didn't even lead with it, so now I'm going to be stuck in this battle for a couple turns, and it's going to be a slow and agonizing mistake. So don't do what I did. Make sure you lead with your runaway Pokemon. It's super important. Now, I can show you guys here that if you do try to run away, we see the Shadow Tag text. I also want to go ahead and show you guys what shiny Wobbufet and Lickitung both look like. Just in case you didn't know, shiny Wobbufet is this beautiful, deep pink or purple, you know, up to the person, I guess, their preference. I'd say it's probably a pink looking, at least here. But it can look purple at times. Really beautiful, stark contrast shiny. Now, Lickitung is one that not everyone may like, but I personally am a huge fan. This nice, bright yellow with the pink tongue sticking out. Not for everyone, which is super okay, but this is just my top pick in Kanto. Wobbufet / Lickitung. Just a great spot for beginners to get into the Leppa berry hunting as well. But thankfully, after 3 turns, the ability will be suppressed, and you will be able to run away if you did make this mistake. Now, you technically could do this spot. You could technically do any Leppa berry spot without Leppa berries and just run back to this location, but it's really not worth it in my opinion. You'd probably have to pop a repel every single time you walk through this water, and it's just a really long trek. I definitely wouldn't recommend it. I definitely would call this a Leppa berry spot if I've ever seen one, but that is the Kanto spot covered. Let's go ahead and head over to Unova next. Alright, now on to our first spot in Unova, which you might be able to tell from my current follower sprite. I've actually hunted myself, and it's one of my favorites, and it's a really fantastic shiny in my opinion. This is a 100% chance encounter rate for a ×5 horde of Golett, which is a really, really cool shiny. I have my shiny Golurk here. Heavily recommend it. Definitely underrated. A really cool Pokemon. Now, I do recommend bringing a fast, taunting, normal type Pokemon for this gym because they can actually use Curse and take huge chunks out of their HP, and it can be a little scary. So you want to kind of lead with your taunt Pokemon, in my opinion. And when you enter the battle, make sure your taunt Pokemon, I made a huge mistake, like you see here, this taunt Pokemon has no way to actually damage any of the Golurk because they are ghost type. You have to be aware of that. So you shouldn't bring something like this. Bring something that has taunt and maybe like Night Slash or something on a Persian or something. Something that can taunt the shiny one and then kill off the other Golurks. That's really the best way to handle it. And you just want to make sure they can't curse against multiple of your Pokemon, because then they'll actually be able to kill you or kill themselves, which is really scary, right? You never want a shiny to kill itself. Very terrifying position to be in. Starting here in Icarus City, we're going to go ahead and bike north up towards Dragon Spiral Tower. Don't even need repels to get here for the most part until you reach here. This is actually a fantastic, this spot right here is what I recommend as a fantastic just non-Leppa berry shiny hunting spot, but you have to pop a repel here, or you don't have to get to this spot. It's not super far, but if you were to do this every single time, you'd have to pop a repel every time here. But we run all the way up here, up to the first floor, and right here on the first floor is going to be the ×5 Golett spot. I'll go ahead and show you guys that now, or Golett. Really cool shiny. I definitely prefer shiny Golett, but both are just fantastic, and it's really hard to pick one. Once again, make sure you bring a taunt Pokemon. You don't want yours to be killing itself in any way or have that risk. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what shiny Golett looks like. So if you can find one. Yep, really nice, just slick. Some neon green, some black, just a really nice looking shiny in my opinion. Definitely super underrated and a really cool Leppa Berry shiny hunting spot. But that's it, pretty simple. Heading on over to the next Unova spot now. Alright, now the next spot in Unova is going to be one of the farthest from the PCs by far, and it's also one of the most common and desired Leppa Berry hunts. It is going to be Axew / Woobat. Now, most people don't really care about the Woobat, but a lot of people want shiny Axew since shiny Haxorus just looks so incredible. If you've never seen one, it's a very nice dark black and red shiny, really hard to dislike that. So I'll be showing you guys the path over to the Axew spot here, starting at Drift Vale City. This is a very long trek, so follow along with me. Heading northwest from the PC, heading west over to this path. You can either just surf up in the middle here or go alongside the side. Doesn't really matter too much. Want to just head north as much as possible and make your way up to this house. Now once you're at this house, you want to go to this left side or on the sunflowers here. Come up here, surf across here, come over to the dark grass, and then surf back across here. It's a very long trek, guys. Hope you're still following with me. I'll wait a sec here for you guys, then head to the east, and you'll find Mistralton Cave over here. Now, getting through Mistralton Cave is a little scary and a little annoying because it's very dark, and I don't have access to flash, I believe, or have access to get through here. So, but you can still do it. You can still do it. Don't worry. It's not too difficult. I'll show you guys how to do it. So just follow along with me. We're going to take a couple steps to the east and then go south and then continue east. You can actually even see in the dark a little bit if you, I guess, look really closely. At least I can on my screen. So you want to head, we're essentially doing a clockwise loop. So you want to head from the entrance east, south, and then south, a little left, and then south again. We're just coming over to this little staircase. And then once you're in this staircase on the upper floor, you just want to head east, north like 2 steps, east again, and then north. It's really not that far, and you'll encounter this staircase. Here we go, and now we can finally see. It's not that far, but it feels a lot farther since it is dark. I'm gonna go grab this Pokeball, why not, for the content. Pick up a quick revive there. Let's go ahead and pop some Sweet Scents, and I'll show you guys. It is a 50% chance to encounter Axew or Woobat here. There are a lot of horror stories about people encountering 5 shiny Woobats here before their Axew, unfortunately. And you kind of just gotta roll the dice and wish you the best of luck. I know a lot of people want shiny Axew and not many people want shiny Woobat, and that's just how shiny hunting goes sometimes. This is a fantastic spot to shiny hunt with Leppa Berry since it is so far from a PC, obviously, and you get a really fantastic shiny here with a 5x horde. So honestly, definitely worth it in my opinion. I will definitely be hunting this at some point. I haven't mentioned it yet in this video, but there was actually an update recently, as you guys might have seen, where if you click the Sweet Scent button, you can actually click an option to refill your PP. I'll show you guys that in a quick sec. You don't actually have to have your Leppa Berries binded anymore, which is a big deal. It actually increases the speed of shiny hunting with Leppas by quite a bit, so make sure you get into the muscle memory of that and make sure to use that. Alright, I can show you guys right here. You see how I'm out of Sweet Scent PP up on my hotkey bar? Let's go ahead and press 3, and then it'll say use 3 Leppas. You can just spam through that, and then bam, your PP is refilled. It's really nice. Make sure you learn the muscle memory on that. It'll save you a ton of time. Quick note, it also might be worth to bring a dig Pokemon to make sure you can get out of this cave pretty easily. I'm about to go ahead and do that myself. Thankfully, I had my Lucky Quagsire on me. So let's go ahead and head over to our next spots. I believe we only have the 2 Unova spots left. Alright, here we are over in Hoenn at Lily Cove City, and ironically enough, these last 2 spots that are in Hoenn, both of them are really close to the same location, and they're both probably 2 of the most popular shiny hunted Leppa Berry Pokemon. So let's go ahead and cover that. Starting here in Lily Cove City, of course, we're going to be heading over to Mount Pyre, and there are 2 really important Pokemon there, shiny Duskull and Vulpix. People love Ninetales, people love the red on Duskull. I love the red on Duskull. Maybe one day I'll finally go ahead and shunt it, but we want to head west of Lily Cove City, head over to Route 21. I'm going to pop a repel there just to be safe. Head over here, head past the Safari Zone. Make sure you bring Cut HM, and then you're also going to need Surf to get to the location. Head over here. head south, and we want to just basically to the entrance of this giant rock. It's really hard to miss it. Just swim around. And you'll essentially find your way over here, make your way through this little part. You don't have to go too far through here, fortunately. Go ahead and make our way. I believe it is over here, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, yeah, so the first spot is located out here, but the second spot will be located back inside at the top of the tower. So take note of that. The first spot is here. This is going to be Vulpix. Now, unfortunately, due to the time I'm recording this video, I will not be able to encounter Vulpix, and the huge reason why, really important part of this hunt, is that you can only encounter Vulpix at nighttime in this location. Even though this is the best shiny hunting spot for Vulpix in the entire game, you can only hunt it at night still. It is a ×5 horde. It is a 100% chance, I believe, but it is a nighttime only hunt, so you have to wait for that, unfortunately. During the daytime, I believe you find Metatite here, so I'll show you guys that. So if you don't mind a Metatite, you can hunt here as well, but it's good to come here at nighttime only for Vulpix, but you are able to find Duskull at any time of day, I believe. Let's go ahead and head back inside and go upstairs all the way up to the top of Mount Pyre for the Duskull spot. Alright, so once you're back inside, you'll come in through this red door, you'll go up this staircase, and then up this staircase, and essentially, I've never been here, I've battled a lot of trainers, it's gonna be a ton of trainers. You battle up through all the staircases and get to the very top, and you should be able to Sweet Scent Horde Duskull, and I will show you guys that this video. Alright, here I am heading up staircase number 2. Alright, here I am heading up the 3rd staircase, I think we're almost there. Here we are heading up the 4th staircase. And here we are at the 5th staircase. It shouldn't be too hard to navigate these. You can literally see the staircases from the entrance of most other staircases. And once you up your 5th staircase, that means you have made it. You can go ahead and start sweet scenting finally, and you'll be able to get ×5 Duskull hordes. This is very clearly a sweet scent Leppa berry spot because this is so far from a PC. You definitely need to bring some Leppa berries here. That'll help you out tremendously. And it should be a pretty easy encounter. Once again, similar to the Golett encounter, it might be worth having a taunt Pokemon with a way to kill the other Duskulls, as they might have access to Curse. But let's go ahead and check their move pool together. Alright, now thankfully it looks like they don't get cursed until level 36, and the max level Duskull you see here should be level 29, so you should be in the clear. You might get mean looked, which makes it so you'll be unable to flee, but as long as you have the one Pokemon out that you'll be able to deal with, so you should just have your catching Pokemon, you should be fine. You might get Will-O-Wisp, everything else should be totally fine. Curse is really the only scary thing to look out for, which isn't an option here, which is fantastic, so you can just freely sweet scent and look for that shiny Duskull. Best of luck to you all on the shiny hunts. Now, you can't dig out of Mount Pyre, unfortunately, but you can fall down all of these holes repeatedly, and it looks to be essentially a shortcut to get out of here, so that's a really nice tip to be able to keep in mind if you want to head out of this location. If you ever want to leave Mount Pyre, just fall down all these holes repeatedly. You'll be safe, don't worry. And here we are at the bottom after falling through all the holes. Alright, but I believe that is everything I wanted to cover today. If you guys have any more questions, or if you think I missed something, let me know in the comments down below. If this video was helpful, entertaining, or enjoyable to any extent, clicking the like button is a really quick, free way to let me know that and help me out, as well as disliking the video if you didn't like it. That's totally okay as well. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see daily PokeMMO content. I upload videos here daily, I live stream, I do anything PokeMMO or other Pokemon MMO related. It's a fun time. There's also a Discord link down below if you want to join a really cool community, ask questions, and just learn a ton about the game at a rapid pace. And then finally, if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, you can do so by becoming a YouTube member for $5 a month, dropping a Twitch Prime or a Twitch sub over on my Twitch, or hitting up my PayPal or Venmo. Thank you all so much for your time, thank you for your support, and hopefully you guys find a nice shiny Pokemon today. I will see you guys later. Hey, if you're seeing this clip, that means you watched the entire video, and thank you. From the bottom of my heart, that means a lot, and this clip is used to say thank you so much to any of those who go above and beyond, any YouTube members, Twitch primers, Twitch subs, Patreon, whatever you may do to support the channel. It's appreciated, and your name is here. Thank you all so much, and have a great day.